Alright, I have another Temu crochet kit to test out, and this one I honestly just couldn't resist. So this is supposed to be a crochet cloud slipper kit, and when I saw the little cloud soles, I was like, okay, I need to try these. Now I actually design a lot of slippers already, but mine are always fully made from yarn, like start to finish crochet. So the idea of crocheting onto a pre-made sole is a little different for me, but also kind of intriguing, and the cloud shape was just really cute. And unlike the last kit I ordered, which showed up in a suspiciously tiny package for something that was supposed to be huge, this one at least looks more like the right size and shape, so that feels more promising. If you didn't see the last review, I'll link it so you can decide whether I actually got what I ordered on that one. So I ordered these kits to see if they are scam, to let you guys know, but sometimes they're surprisingly decent, and sometimes they're just not even close to what the listing shows. I also like trying things I wouldn't normally design myself, so that way I'm coming into it totally fresh like a beginner, and I can actually tell you if the patterns and materials make sense. But first, if you like free patterns, reviews, tutorials, all that good stuff, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so that you never miss out when a new video drops. So according to the listing, this kit is supposed to come with the cloud soles, yarn in 2 colors to make the top of the slippers, the pattern, and possibly a hook. But the hook is kind of questionable though, because it shows up in some of the photos, but not all of them, so we'll see. But it's not like I don't have a million hooks already. And also, after I went back to the listing and read the reviews again, a couple of people said their kit didn't even come with the pattern, which is a small concern. So we'll see what they actually sent. All right, let's open this up and see what's inside. Okay, I've got it open. Here's the soles in very crunchy plastic, so let's get those out. So this is what drew me to the pattern. I thought these were like so cute. It tells you to get one size bigger because it's, I don't know, I have big feet, so that's why it's gigantic. They're super cute. They are supposedly not non-slip. I don't know, they have grooves, but who knows, we'll see. Feels kind of non-slippish, but it's got little soft lining inside, so kind of squishy. Not too bad. I notice, like usually when you have to work into a sole, there's holes. There's no holes on these. So it's pretty thick too. You might have to like pierce it to get through. We'll see. Then we have our yarn, also in a crunchy bag. Let's take that out. So I'm already seeing a problem. I did not get a pattern with this. Two looking like super bulky Chanel-y type yarn, very soft, very comfortable, would be very cute slippers. Some stitch markers, and then a 2-sided hook. Both of these look way too small to use with this yarn. I'm gonna say that's like a 1.5. Are these marked? Yeah, this says 3-0 and then 4-0. That is definitely not 3mm. That's got to be like a lace size. That is tiny. Maybe that's for piercing? Oh, you can pierce it pretty easily. But will that reach through? Guess that gets through. I don't see how this yarn is going to work with that hook. I'm trying to find an end real quick, just to see if we can pull it through. It's pulling through, but I don't know. Kind of self-heals, that's good. The major problem I have is there's no pattern. This was stuck inside of the yarn, so I'm like, is there a pattern hiding in here? Is there a QR code? There is nothing. So I'm gonna see how good the seller responds to a request for the pattern. And then if not, this is going to be classified as a scam, because it is like a very particular stitch pattern making these slippers, and if I'm a newbie, I have no idea what to do. As like me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I could wing something, but I want to make what's shown. So we'll see. Let me see if I can get the pattern from the seller. I'll return shortly. Okay, I'm giving you a mid-roll update. Definitely no pattern to be found for these. I messaged the seller and Temu. No response. It's been like over a week. But however, I was perusing because I'm like, there's a million of these listed in Temu, so I started going through every single one, trying to find one that actually said pattern included. There were some interesting ones where they show a pattern, but it's got AI blurry writing. There's a couple of those, but it still didn't say pattern included in the listing. One review on one of the kits said that they found a YouTube video using these soles to make what I should have gotten. So I found it. It is not in English, so I'm going to have to just visually figure it out, but it does look like they use this small hook for pretty much everything. And instead of like going through the side like I thought, they actually go through, I think, the stitching around, which I feel like it's gonna pull it out, so I'm not super comfortable with that. We'll see how it goes. But that will be a little bit more spaced out and that'll keep the stitches consistent, I think. But I'm gonna give it a try. I think I love these little soles. I want it to work. I want them to work for me. So I'm going to give it another try and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I was able to make the slippers and here is the finished results. And honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with how they turned out. When I first opened this kit, I had a lot of questions since there wasn't actually a written pattern included. So making these was a bit of a figure it out as you go situation. So that first video I mentioned, that was not in English and was 9.5 hours long. 9.5 hours. I decided to keep searching and eventually I did find another video tutorial that worked much better for actually making the slippers. That one was English, like a computer voice dubbed English, but it was so much easier to follow. And then the person who made the tutorial also sells the slipper soles on their website, like by themselves, and they come in the plush sole as well as a linen sole with different colors. So I'll link to those as well as the video tutorial below if anyone wants to try this project. She also sells the yarn that she uses, which I'll talk about in a minute why that yarn is important, but I will also link to some yarns that I think would work well for these slippers. So when I first opened the kit, I thought I was supposed to pierce directly through the sole, which sounded like a very not fun way to make these. But seeing this clearly now, AI picture, that seemed like how it was done. But thankfully, that's not how it works. The liner actually comes out and that's where you can see the string line around the edge of the sole. That's what you crochet into for the first round. And the first round is still probably the trickiest part of the whole project because the sole is rigid. It's got a little bit of give. So you don't have a whole lot of room to maneuver your hook. So the stitches feel a little unruly at first. You just kind of have to be patient and get through that first round. By the time I got toward the end of the first sole, I figured out a hold that worked much better, and after that, everything got a lot easier. Now let's talk about the yarn, because the yarn is actually a really important part of how these slippers work. The yarn that comes in the kit is this really soft, fleecy type yarn. It feels great for something like slippers, but it does make the stitches harder to see. So if you're not used to working with fuzzy yarns, that could take a little getting used to. It's especially hard to see the first round and couple of rows on the top of the slipper. But it gets much easier once the color change happens because you work between the stitches. Structurally though, this yarn works really well for this pattern. This yarn has a lot of body when it's crocheted, which helps the slippers keep the upright shape. If you tried to make these with a regular acrylic yarn, I don't think they would stand up the same way. The yarn in the kit, it measures about 4 wraps per inch, which technically puts it in the super bulky category, but it's a little misleading because the core of the yarn is actually quite thin, and then it's got the fleece layer around it. That thin core is what makes it possible to use the hook that comes with the kit. And speaking of the hook included is a double-ended hook. One side seems to be about 2.25 millimeters, and then the other side is a 3 millimeter from using my gauge checker. I ended up using the 3 millimeter side for the whole project because the 2.25 just felt way too small for this yarn. And while this hook is usable, and I did use it for the entire project like I said I would, it's not the most comfortable hook. If I make more of these slippers, I will definitely switch to one of my own hooks just for comfort. And then the other thing I was worried about with this project was running out of yarn because I ordered the largest size slipper, and I do that because I have what I like to call boats for feet. I wear a size 10, so I figured if I was going to try these things, I might as well get the biggest size so that they would actually fit me. But even with the largest size, there was still plenty of yarn left over. I kept expecting to get near the end and have a yarn chicken situation happening, but that never happened. So one of my favorite things about these slippers is actually the stitch pattern they use. It's kind of like a modified half double crochet, and it creates this really dense textured fabric that gives the slipper structure and makes them feel very sturdy. And once I understood how the construction worked, this project actually became really fun to make. I actually could see myself making a lot more of these, and they work up so fast once you know what to do. I busted the second one out in probably a couple of hours. And something else that I found while searching for a pattern for these is that it looks like not only does the sole remind me of a croc, but some listings had gibbets on the slipper itself like a croc. So it looks like you could bedazzle these as well. So overall, I think this is a really fun project for a super functional slipper. The sole is sturdy, the fleece lining is soft, the yarn works really well for the structure of the slipper, and the finished result is actually really comfortable. Now, because this series is me testing these kits to see how legit they are, we do need to talk about the scam meter. For this one, I'd put it at about a 2 out of 5 on the scam meter, and the main reason for that score is the pattern situation. When you're selling a crochet kit, one of the main things people expect is instructions. That can be a written pattern, a video tutorial, or at the very least a link to something showing you how to make the project. And with this kit, there was nothing included. So having to spend time hunting around on other listings until someone mentioned a YouTube tutorial, and then searching to find a tutorial that worked well enough to figure out the construction, that's not really something I feel like I should have to do with a kit. That said, once you do figure out how to make them, the materials themselves are actually pretty solid. The soles look like the pictures, the yarn looks like the pictures, and the finished slippers look just like the product photos, which honestly has been a nice change of pace compared to some of the kits I've been reviewing lately. So the kit itself is definitely doable with the materials included, as long as you're okay following a video tutorial and not having written instructions. As for difficulty, I would list this as an intermediate skill project. You really need to be able to know how to work with fluffy type yarn to make this work. So I wouldn't choose this as a first crochet project. And if you're interested in the kit itself, I'll link to some of the kits that come in different colors and designs just in case you want to check those out. But again, don't be surprised if none of them come with actual instructions for the pattern itself. Now I'm curious what you all think. Do you like these as much as I do? Let me know in the comments if you would make or wear these, or if you think they are not cute at all. And if you enjoy watching me test these craft kits to see what's legit and what's questionable, I've got more kits coming, and from other websites. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss those. But I am Deja with Knit and Crochet Ever After, and thank you for watching.